In 2025, the rarest Lincoln penny, a simple 1-cent coin, has captured the world's attention. Hidden in plain sight, its extraordinary history and scarcity make it worth a fortune, with collectors willing to pay millions for this tiny treasure. In the world of American coin collecting, few stories capture the imagination like the mystery surrounding the rarest and most valuable 1-cent Lincoln penny from 1989, a coin that appears ordinary at first glance, yet hides a legacy that collectors whisper about with fascination. Many everyday pennies from 1989 passed through millions of hands. But the elusive specimen at the center of this story stands apart because of a striking anomaly, one that transformed a simple coin into a legendary collectible that experts still debate passionately. The penny in question from 1989 bears no mint mark at all, creating a puzzle since most coins of that year were struck in massive quantities either at Philadelphia or Denver, leaving collectors wondering how such an unusual piece escaped routine quality controls. Some numismatists suggest that this unique 1989 cent may have resulted from a rare transitional mishap, where mint equipment prepared for a different metal composition or stamping process produced a one-off coin that somehow entered circulation unnoticed. Other experts propose that an experimental die used briefly in 1989 may have played a role, creating a coin with minute design differences so subtle that only heightened scrutiny revealed their significance decades later. Whatever its origin, the mysterious 1989 penny gained fame when a collector discovered it inside an old jar of loose change, instantly realizing that the coin's weight, coloration, and struck details did not match standard production. As news of the discovery spread, interest from collectors and historians surged, raising questions about whether other versions of this peculiar 1989 cent might still be hiding in attics, drawers, and forgotten boxes of coins. The coin's rise in prominence inspired renewed attention toward late 1980s pennies, with researchers re-examining production logs and equipment records from 1989, hoping to uncover the event that may have produced this enigmatic piece. Despite extensive investigations, no definitive explanation emerged, adding an air of myth to the already captivating story of this extraordinary 1989 cent that continues to defy categorization. Today, collectors estimate the value of this single 1989 penny at an astounding $5 million, a price driven not only by rarity but also by the rich mystery that surrounds its very existence. Its fame has sparked a wave of curiosity among casual coin enthusiasts, who now check every 1989 penny they encounter, hoping that lightning might strike again and another impossibly rare piece might surface. Yet even as more people search, the original 1989 rarity remains solitary, a coin that transformed an ordinary moment of discovery into one of the most remarkable stories in American numismatic history. In 1990, a quiet shift at the U.S. Mint would unknowingly create one of the rarest errors in Lincoln cent history, a mistake so small that it slipped past quality checks and entered circulation unnoticed, leaving collectors decades later stunned by its significance. In 1990, most Lincoln cents struck in Philadelphia still carried no mint mark, but a rare and dramatic mix-up created a tiny group of coins where the date style itself exposed a production anomaly, one that specialists eventually recognized as a unique deviation from the expected master die of that year. In 1990, this unusual cent began drawing whispers in numismatic circles when experts realized that its date carried the subtle fingerprints of an experimental die, something never intended for wide release and never acknowledged in mint documentation at the time. In 1990, the mystery deepened when collectors noticed that the coin's engraving lines behaved differently under magnification, with sharper numeral edges and a texture unlike the billions of typical cents minted for everyday commerce. In 1990, the coin's rarity became even clearer when researchers attempted population estimates and found that only a microscopic fraction could have survived, making every confirmed example a moment of discovery in American coin lore. In 1990, the story gained momentum as metal analysts studied its composition and strike pressure, uncovering that this cent carried distinctive die characteristics, suggesting it originated from a brief setup phase rather than from a regular production cycle. In 1990, Numismatists proposed that a transitional oversight occurred during minting adjustments, meaning this cent may have been produced during a brief experimental window when dies were being tested for the following year's design refinements. In 1990, the coin's legend grew as each authenticated specimen revealed slightly different strike depths, hinting that multiple adjustments were occurring at the press, and that these cents may represent a fleeting moment of mint engineering history. In 1990, collectors soon realized that what looked like an ordinary penny was actually an ultra-rare anomaly, and as public awareness grew, the hunt for hidden examples intensified across old collections, pocket change jars, and estate finds. In 1990, the value of this extraordinary Lincoln cent soared, with experts placing its worth at around $4.5 million for a pristine, fully verified specimen, making it one of the most astonishing valuations ever associated with a modern American coin. In 1990, the magnitude of this value reshaped how collectors view late-century U.S. coinage, proving that even recent decades hold treasures capable of redefining rarity, demand, and the excitement of discovery. In 1990, the legend of this cent continues to grow as each discussion, authentication attempt, and collector search adds new energy to the ongoing mystery surrounding how such a rare and valuable piece of American minting history ever escaped into the world. The Lincoln penny from 1991, without a mint mark, sits quietly in American coinage, yet for collectors it sparks an unexpected fascination. Its design seems ordinary at first glance, but the story behind certain rare strikes from 1991 carries a depth that turns a simple cent into a legendary treasure. Some examples from 1991 escaped the presses with microscopic anomalies, the kind that only sharp-eyed specialists notice. These quirks can include slight off-center impressions, planchet imperfections, or subtle doubling that transforms an everyday penny into an extraordinary find. The rarity grows when one considers how many 1991 pennies were produced under normal conditions. With billions released into circulation, stumbling upon a unique variant feels almost like winning a small lottery, especially when the distinguishing mark isn't a missing letter or a glaring flaw, but something quietly unusual. Collectors often describe the thrill of searching through pocket change, hoping to spot a 1991 coin with those nearly invisible irregularities. It's not only about the metal or the design. It's about the chase, the possibility that an overlooked cent might be hiding greatness in plain sight. What makes the 1991 no mint mark penny especially captivating is its place in a long tradition of Lincoln cents that hold unexpected secrets. Each year had its quirks, but few have stirred such intrigue as certain rare examples tied to 1991, whose mystery continues to grow with every newly discovered piece. Stories circulate in collector communities about people unknowingly keeping rare 1991 pennies in jars or drawers for years before learning their value. These tales add a layer of folklore, blending chance, history, and patience that it's not the typical date collectors mention when discussing famous era coins. Yet enthusiasts know that extraordinary finds from 1991 are unmistakable once properly examined. The surfaces, edges, and faint design shifts create a quiet symphony of rarity. Whenever a 1991 rarity appears at auctions or private sales, it draws immediate attention. Not because its fame is universal, but because insiders understand the staggering odds of finding another one in similar condition. Some numismatists spend decades studying tiny details, and their work has helped confirm just how exceptional certain 1991 pennies truly are. Their documentation helps separate ordinary cents from the extremely scarce examples that redefine what a penny can be worth. Among the most astonishing claims associated with the rarest known 1991 penny is its reported value, an estimated $4 million, making it one of the most shocking price tags ever connected to a modern-era cent. Even experts who've seen countless remarkable coins admit that the idea of a 1991 penny reaching such value feels surreal. Yet rarity, condition, and collector fervor have a way of elevating even the humblest denomination into the realm of legend. As long as coins continue circulating and collectors keep searching, the story of the elusive 1991 Lincoln penny will live on, reminding everyone that history sometimes hides in the smallest places, waiting for the right eyes to notice.